Episode 21 of the Dukes of Weebdom.
Dukes of Weebdom.
Dukes of Weebdom.
I've been doing a lot of reading lately.
Oh?
Oh, yeah.
What have you been reading?
Well, I mean, last week I did that, but I caught up to Gachiakuta completely.
Well, how many chapters more was that than from last week that we talked about?
That's what I mean. I think that was something that happened last week. Like,
Okay.
I think I did that last week. This week, finished a whole volume of Dorohedoro in a day.
Nice.
I started it at work. By the time I got home, I was more than halfway through. I read the 2 chapters of Martial Master Asumi.
Oh,
the regular
yes.
chapters.
One of the new mangas for Shonen Jump. Yes.
Yeah. So I went a little above and beyond this week. I've caught up to Black Clover. I have a chapter now, but at the time, I'd read my 2 chapters of Black Clover.
Nice. I read a little bit extra. I mean, I read some more Poon Poon.
Ooh.
Read like 5 chapters. And I read the new one that just came out. I just read it today and I forgot the title of it.
Oh, yeah. I also don't remember the title of that.
Icehead Gill. Norse stuff with liches as enemies. Like, it's not bad. We'll see where it goes. Of all of the new ones that I've read between Do Retry, Martial Master, Asumi, which I only skimmed through, to be fair. I
should reread
the
that
whole
one.
thing. And even New Ace Exorcist, which I read another one of those, by the way. So I'm on chapter 3, which is getting better, by the way. I know chapter 2 was losing me. Chapter 1 had me, I was like interested. Chapter 2 was losing me. Chapter 3's got me interested again. So I'm going to keep up with that one.
I was just checking out the artist for Icehead Gill. It seems like he's a newer one.
It's not bad. We'll see where it goes. I mean, it's a chapter 1, so it's all set up, really. And even then, it's just like,
Yeah.
we'll see. It's too early to say anything. But like I said, the new ones I'm watching, New Ace Exorcist, Martial Master, Do Retry, it's the one that's caught my attention the most. So it's the one that I find to be most interesting for me, personally, in my tastes. But
For me, it'd be Martial Master Asumi, which I wouldn't have expected for my own tastes.
we were just talking about this, too. Does that mean you're going to be falling off on Do Retry because they're both martial arts and mangas?
I plan to at least catch up to what's out now or what's out whenever I sit down to read it, and then make a judgment call off of that. Because, yeah, it's going to be weird reading 2 somewhat martial arts manga, even though one's a period piece, one's more like Kenichi, kind of.
It's super weird that you brought that up. I saw a manga panel of Kenichi the other day. I think it was yesterday, and I was like, wow, the manga is way more serious than I remember the anime being. Because I've only watched the anime, but from what I've also heard back in the day, it doesn't do the manga justice at all.
I only watched, I want to say a quarter of Kenichi.
I think I don't know if there's been more since, but whatever season was out at the time, I watched the whole season, and that was years ago.
I've watched the final fight on YouTube. That's about it.
It was okay. It's just like a mid-anime back in the day.
I think this looks like an improved version of it. Less multiple masters, but his grandpa's a total badass, so it makes up for it.
There you go.
I did take one screenshot of him just looking like a Chad.
That is Chad behavior right there.
And there's one point after the main character has his first fight, he walks into the room, he's like, "Hey Grandpa," he's like, "You fought." How was it? He wasn't even looking at him. He was looking away. And the moment Nino walks in, he's like, "Oh, look at that. You fought? I can tell.
I sense it within you.
I can smell it in the air. That's the armpit stank of a man who fought."
You just came from battle. The pheromones are fierce.
Oh, and there's a super badass chick in it, too.
I think, Hudoi, the one that's on the cover.
Yeah. She got little fangs, too. Don't get a picture of that, though.
we talked about it, but to mention it on here too, I discovered a new manga to add to my ever-growing list of manga to read. Sun Ken Rock.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I almost considered starting it that day just for the giggles of being ahead of you on the manga that you
bastard that I found.
Yeah.
But not really found because I've known about it for a while. And then you shared the exact YouTube video from Scamboli.
I think I deleted my note of manga I'm interested in but didn't start yet. That makes me sad. That makes me super sad.
That's unfortunate. Who knows what glorious was in there. See, because you're so, like, organized with it. You got these notes with all the lists and everything.
I had three different anime notes. I have one for list of stuff I'm reading and completed. Mm-hmm. I have one for the progress I've made on buying physicals, so that when I go to buy something, I can just quickly check the note and not rebuy one on accident. And then I had one for just stuff I wanted to start, so I wouldn't forget any. But now I forgot all of them.
I either have... Found it.
I did it.
There you go. I either have... Well, I do have... I have numerous tabs open on my internet browser and my phone of, like, the Google search of the manga title.
Yeah.
Just leave it at the search results. Or what I'll do is if I find something on social media somewhere, like whether it be a panel or something, screenshot. And I have a whole album on my phone that I just moved as soon as I took it, and I shove it all in there so it doesn't get buried in my screenshots. Because I take screenshots of shit all the time, whether it be a funny meme that I saw to share to the group chat. It's an upcoming game I just saw a trailer for. I'll take a screenshot of it.
I have clips and everything.
I have so many. Just random shit that I should delete from screenshots. Because things like... Or things of, like, upcoming animes that I didn't know about, like something that's coming out. I take a screenshot of it to remind myself about it. But then when the anime eventually comes out and it's released and I see the season, that screenshot is still in that folder.
Gets backed up.
Yeah. So what I need to do is go through that folder, write everything down of all the manga and everything that I'm interested in, and try and be a little more organized, kind of like how you are with it.
See, I never go in my screenshots like that. Like actually looking through, so that would never work for me.
Well, it doesn't, because I also never go in that folder to look through to be like, oh, let's see what's in here that's interesting.
And I try to clean all my tabs. I hate how many tabs I have open on my browser.
So, well, I know you have more than I do last time we checked, but...
You can tell the Scamboli video was why I made this list.
Oh, yeah, huh? Look, that's like all of them right there.
Yeah.
But not Sun Ken Rock,
Not Sun Ken Rock. Mostly because of him admitting it's like the worst ending in manga.
But I said that. You said don't stop yourself from reading it. I'm still going to read it.
I just want to encourage you to read more.
Who knows? Maybe that's his opinion, and it's just maybe I disagree.
Oh, I something makes us both doubt that.
Same. You don't call something the worst ending
after covering
for it to be that bad. Yeah.
After covering all these different unique shows in anime.
Yes.
Shows in manga. Addendum.
But because right now I have 27 tabs open on my phone, and I always keep one blank Google search open for convenience to just pull it up. Yeah, see, that's a lot.
Yeah, and I try to keep mine clean. So this is on a good day.
But like, I have to keep a tab open for Dandadan, which we'll talk about soon, and Poon Poon.
Yeah, see,
and then I have
same here. I got Yakuta, Blue Lock. Where are my Blue Lock tabs?
And it's much rent spot. I could actually clean a lot of it. Like, I could get rid of that. I can get rid of that.
Where are my Blue Lock tabs? There you are.
Oh, in this movie I just saw, so I Google searched it. The tunnel to the summer. A tunnel to summer, the exits of... I can't see something. The exit to goodbyes. It's an anime movie that I saw, like, some scenes about. So I searched it. Same thing. Took a screenshot. Just left the tab open. I'm like... Need to just find a day to watch that movie. Looks decent. But, I mean, Speaking of Dandadan, it's a quick, easy chapter to talk about. Just Ken, Okeron, and fucking Evil Eye just rolling through these aliens. Just like face rolling all of them.
I was going to say, why did... Sorry. Misinformation. What was that?
Misinformation?
Yeah. If someone asked, I was like, where do you read Dandadan? And they put Manga Plus in Shonen Jump. And they said Manga Plus, but you should have cut Shonen Jump out of there because you can't read it on the Shonen Jump app.
No.
You're a liar. I know you're fucking
Which just saddens me. I was thinking about it today, too.
Yeah, I hate that. It is not that adult. Like, he mentions balls. Who doesn't?
I feel like it's because of the early chapters.
Literally, because it's gotten... Even that wasn't that wild. Yeah, there's that... Oh,
the scenes with Momo.
That first chapter, yeah.
Not even that
with
first chapter.
Big robot dick.
Yeah, chapter 1 was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But, like, in the first scenes, is like, almost like every fight that they got in, it was like an excuse to see how quickly Momo's clothes could get ripped off. And that has just gone completely away. That's just not even a thing anymore in the manga. So I feel like what it is now... They
hooked you in with the horny.
And kept you for the aliens. Yeah, and the aliens. But I think where it's at now, it could definitely be on Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
But
if they wanted to, just cut out like the first 10 chapters, leave that on just the Viz site.
And just say it in there, go check this out on the Viz site. First 10
adult material.
Adult material or whatever.
Which is still not that adult.
It's not, comparatively to some other things.
Yeah. Black Clover, Noel's like a gigantic reason to always see panties.
Yeah. But what I was saying is that basically this whole chapter then, and it was just Okeron and
Evil Eye
just slaying through these things.
So there's some great pictures of Evil Eye. I don't think I screenshotted it though. He was just like grinning, man. He was having the time of his life. Yeah, I didn't screenshot it. I did screenshot it.
You screenshotted the exact same page I did.
I also screenshotted that one.
Yeah, because we'll talk about it in a minute, but literally I did it for this last
Yeah, I'm going to tweet that one. I also did this for the look on Twilight's face, though.
On the last page?
The last panel.
Twilight's the
Yuri look he put on Yuri's face.
Yes.
Because, like, damn, that's a cold-ass look, man.
Well, let's just fucking talk about it right now. Because, I mean, there's really not much else to talk
about. I want
to
dig my teeth into that. Well, first, just to wrap up Dandadan, fight was lit.
It was. And the stuff... All right, you mentioned it earlier. Kenta's not here. So there's got to be something else to happen. Unless they're going to play the gag and he shows up literally at the end when everything's resolved.
I do think Space Guy is enough of a threat against specifically Evil Eye and Okeron. That's a close-range power that could just delete you. And they're close-range fighters. So I think this would be a cool time for Kenta to just blindside that guy.
What does Kenta have? Well, I mean...
A motorcycle to ram into him. That's exactly what I'm expecting. Him to
that's
just come
close
out of
range.
nowhere.
It's close range attack, though. We'll see. I don't know.
Out of nowhere is the key word, though.
Yes.
Blindside this man.
Fucking Spy Family.
Spy Family. That's a lit chapter.
Twilight hesitated.
He did, and he called himself out.
We called it. Both of us called it.
And he almost overcorrected, though. I think he would have killed Yuri there if he wasn't muttering about Yor. Again, that cold stare I took a screenshot of. He's ready to.
Maybe. Because so Twilight gets shot, and Yuri gets his gun shot out of his hand.
And Twilight stunts on Yuri.
Well, I mean, to be expected. But Yuri puts up
ass.
He just keeps getting back up. And I took that screenshot for the last thing. And Twilight's like, this is what being raised by Yor must do to a person. And I'm like, Anya's future.
Yup. There's going to be a strong woman there.
Oh. And then...
The belt whip, too, is cool.
Yeah. Right to the fucking chin. Ouch. But Yuri just kept getting back up. He's like, I'm in this. Props to Yuri for, durability stats, I guess.
Effort.
Yeah. But he's down and out. Twilight walked away, so he's going to get away.
And I fucking called the whole Wheeler shit
Yeah, you called it on the T that
Nightfall would be
Nightfall
on it.
would be on it, and she's got him cornered.
I do like how they like handled it though. It's cool. More espionage.
Well, because Wheeler couldn't get away because we don't know what he knows about Operation Strix.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty deep into the manga, but I feel like it's not deep enough yet for Operation Strix to come to a point where it can potentially be revealed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Anya's made basically, well, she's made quite headways.
Yeah.
Sonya and Boy.
On Plan B. Plan B's making some headway.
Yes. Which one was Plan C? Again, that's
Is
your
that
with
Mama?
Yeah, Mama friends.
Yeah,
you're
Mama.
making friends with psychopath mom,
Yeah, crazy mama.
crazy mama.
Murder mama and crazy mama.
Yes. Espionage plan,
Yeah, so it's nice.
kid plan, mama plan. Oh shit! But we'll see. I don't think Will is going to get away.
I don't think so either. No.
At least not from Nightfall. She's right there. He's blocking
Every
the
plot
alley.
line in Spy Family has always had like that tight bow on top. Like,
Yeah.
done.
True that. But the next thing to talk about, which I had gripes with, it's still a good chapter, but I hated that
Oh, Chainsaw Man?
Chainsaw Man. I hated that last chapter, fucking Yoshida kidnaps Denji and Nayuta, locks him up, and then basically is like, you ain't going nowhere unless you stop forever being Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, this chapter I immediately was like, oh, Russell's not going to like... Oh, you're not going to like that.
No. And it was literally this chapter. As soon as it opened, page 1, they're both sitting at some restaurant or whatever on the street, and protesters are going on about Chainsaw Man, hunting Chainsaw Man and all this. And I'm like, he's already out of the thing, out of whatever prison cell?
I would have been... I will say, though, as much as Yoshida is being unreasonable, I would have started, like... Maybe throwing a little hand when Denji was like, protesters, come get this man. I might have started like, maybe we have to teach this boy another way.
Teach Yoshida another way?
No,
Or
teach Denji another way. You're about to get me mobbed by like a horde of people over this?
I don't understand why Denji just didn't chainsaw punch Yoshida in the face when he threatened Nayuta. First off,
Yeah.
who in their right mind, after the revelation that Nayuta knows she is the control devil, who is going to try and fuck with her?
Yeah, for real.
We don't know the extent of what power she has, if she's been severely nerfed or not since being eaten by Chainsaw Man, by Denji. Last time she was around. But she's still the fucking control devil.
I'm not even sure if she's that nerfed, because, I mean, she's able to use her powers on the falling, like, the giant, whatever the falling devil summoned. They never told us what it was.
Yeah, she took that thing out real quick, and then Famine...
She also was able to use it on Asa.
Was she?
Nayuta, yeah. She erased Asa's memories.
Oh, yeah, she did. That's right.
So it's like, how nerfed is she? Clearly not nerfed enough to not be effective.
Yeah, but is she killing criminals on mountaintops and
No.
squishing people 17 miles away?
No, those ones were all contracts, I'm sure of it.
So...
But, I mean, I'd almost rather die.
Right. But there's still some other thing. First off,
I just want to
Yoshida
his
gets...
motives.
Yeah, Yoshida's getting more sus.
Yeah,
He's definitely not working fully with public safety.
he's also not working with Famine, because like I told you in our texts, if he was working with Famine, he would have needed to ask Famine what's going on.
Exactly. And Famine
didn't look at him like, oh, you,
yeah,
my buddy. she's like,
my comrade at arms.
So yeah, he's clearly not working with either of those. Whatever organization he's in is separate.
Especially because, is it public safety or public, right?
Public safety, yeah.
Yeah. Public safety just walks into them at the end of the chapter with Nayuta. It's like, okay, here, Denji, here's Nayuta back. So it's like...
That or whoever's with Yoshida. So I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
because Yoshida's obviously sitting here being like, we got Nayata hostage, and we're going to use her as bait against you so that you do what you want. And then all of a sudden, now she's standing right there.
Well, the way Yoshida said it was like, don't bring her over. Yeah, I think he was bluffing. I do. I think he was going to get Denji to agree under a false pretense that she was going to get hurt. And then the moment Denji agreed, he'd be like, okay, you can have Nayuta back now. We won't kill her, even though he wasn't ever going to. But that still leaves in the air, like, would public safety murder her on sight? Is public safety still against it? Because he doesn't seem like he's with them.
Again, though, because harkens back to what I was saying. Who the fuck does public safety have that's really fighting? They don't have an A-team anymore. The whole A-team got wiped out by Makima.
Yeah.
They're all done. The only A-team they have left is Kishibe, which we haven't seen once.
Yeah, we don't even know if he's still with them.
Exactly.
He could be with wherever Yoshida is.
And Denji,
they seem like buddies.
Obviously isn't working with public safety anymore. He's on his own, doing his own thing.
Kobetti better not have gone back.
She better not be. That girl just deserves to
get out.
Retire somewhere. She just wants to work a minimum wage
job.
Give
her a payoff.
Yeah. Leave this girl alone. So it's like, I'm sitting here thinking, like,
can they kill Jesus?
Can they kill Jesus? They can't. Who they got? So they have to. What they would have to do is introduce new characters that have contracts with, you know what I mean?
Same devils.
Either the same devils, new devils, or something like that. Because everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Think on. You need new people. You need something. Especially if this massive event is whoever this devil is.
Lord of Terror.
Whoever. If it's its own new demon, if it's death, if it's whoever.
I always want this to turn into like a Denji, Famine, Nayuta, Asa road trip. It's such a weird party.
It is. But I still don't know how Asa's going to react when she actually finds out that Denji really is Chainsaw Man.
We still don't know what Famine's really up to. Well, we know like she doesn't want this to happen, but she's also very morally gray.
And also making a cult for Chainsaw Man that doesn't have Chainsaw Man in said cult.
That's super weird. And fake Saw Man.
Yeah, and she obviously knows who the real Chainsaw Man is because she just walked up to them after Nayata beat the Fallen Devils thing and saw him in with the Infinity Devil, was it? Or what was the devil that they fought him twice? The one in the aquarium.
Yes, yeah. Eternity.
So they fought. She was there for that.
I wonder if both of those were her thralls then, because one of them was the Falling Devil. She had that as like a doll.
So it's like, I am confident in thinking that Famine knows who Chainsaw Man is.
I'm also, yes, she absolutely does. Because when she trapped them in the aquarium, she said it was for the reason of trying to force Asa and Yoru to turn Chainsaw Man into a weapon.
Which I still find hilarious that they tried to do it and it didn't work.
Yes. But that's also so weird to me that she would set up a church for the person she tried to murder.
True.
She's a weird one.
Very. We need more from her to see what's really going on. I just still am on the boat that...
I wonder if she turned them into a cookie, actually. I wonder if it wasn't a doll, but like a chocolate shaped like the Falling Devil.
Some Majin Buu shit.
Yeah. Because she said she takes control of those who are famished.
Yes, so, and which is what she was trying to do to Asa, Yoru, more so, the War Devil.
Yeah. I wonder if that's like the medium in which she does it.
Maybe. It makes sense because...
You can't just have it be exactly like the Control Devil. It's like, you're mine now.
I want to know if that's the case, then how did she do that to the Fallen Devil?
Right, because Fallen Devil was strong.
But she's also all about food. But is she all about food because she's working for Famine?
That's what I was thinking.
Because Fallen and food don't really go together.
Yeah. Well, she just loves cooking.
It's a side hobby.
I cook up the lower demons in hell for the higher demons in hell.
That's funny. But who knows what's going to happen there. I'm so mad that we didn't have a Chainsaw Man. Not Chainsaw, JJK this week.
I'm also very sad.
And One Piece is still on break, too. No!
I didn't read Black Clover, despite it being fire lately.
21 days till the next One Piece chapter.
Oh, wow.
You did mention that you wanted to say something about Black Clover?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of sold on Lucius now. I think it finally happened.
What? Oh, sorry.
No worries. I was like, that wasn't that shocking, was it?
No,
I just shat on Lucius that much?
I was just flipping through here, and I happened to just out of nowhere get a random screenshot of Sakamoto Days, chapter 123, and I'm like, whoa, shit.
Oh, fuck. That's something I just need to catch the fuck up on. It's so goddamn good. I'm like holding myself back, hoping you'll meet me where I'm at.
Maybe. My life has, like, been controlled by video games.
I'll wait. I'll wait a little longer.
What,
I'm only on chapter, like, 13. But first, Lucius.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was your, driving factor to change your opinion on Lucius?
The newest couple chapters, because, like I mentioned, Yuno is kind of going big dick on Lucius lately.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of selling me on Yuno again, too. He finally fucking cuts Lucius down. Like, straight up does the bleach thing. Shoulder to hip.
Yeah.
Splash, blood, shocked face on Lucius. And shocked face on me, too. I'm like, Yuno's not winning this fight. What the fuck's going on?
Right? He ain't the main character.
Yeah,
Asta's going to be the one to beat this guy.
Lucius pulls a, I'm behind you suddenly. And Yuno looks down and his body's still there. He's like, what the fuck's going on? And I thought it was actually a really neat fucking twist. Lucius took other devil's magic. So he has bone, blood, life, and another one.
Interesting.
He made clones of himself. Because he made the blood, the body, the soul. It's soul magic and life magic. So he just made an army of himself. Because he's even like, what makes you think there's only one clone of me? And then there's just like a shitload of Luciuses everywhere. I'm like,
do they all have his same magic, or are they just
I would assume so, but we don't know yet.
Broken. Because that's the whole thing too, with like Naruto clones. Imagine if all of they are nothing. They get beat.
They are flex machines.
I was just about to say that. I used to make the joke all the time that Naruto makes clones to make the other person look good.
Yep. It's time for someone to flex it. It's not Naruto.
Imagine if all of Naruto's clones were exactly as strong as he was, though. He'd be fucking...
Yeah, they all look kind of full power, but...
I thought Lucius had blonde hair, though.
Oh, Julius had blonde hair.
Now you're just confusing me. I thought
Julius is Lucius, but it went black when he made, like, the transition over.
To, my name ain't actually Julius, it's Lucius.
As Lucius, like, the sun turns into, like, a moon and it went black hair.
Oh. Okay. But that's cool that because you're saying you're falling off a little bit.
I was really falling off. I was falling off really hard, especially with all the side fights. I was absolutely falling off. I want to say Marieliona coming back in is where I got back on. Because Marieliona is
I saw screenshots of her fighting somebody.
She's a fucking boss. She, like, covered her fist in, like, the ashes of her comrade and started beating ass. Like, she's so good.
Did you watch the Black Clover movie that came out on Netflix?
No, I want to, though. I need to resub Netflix, even though I don't want to pay them for doing their horrible can't share your password model now.
I literally canceled my Netflix subscription 2 days later, saw the One Piece trailer, and I was like, I just canceled.
Do we have a date on that yet?
August.
That's probably when I'll get Netflix again. Because I'm not about to get Netflix now, watch that movie, unsub, resub August.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck that. It's doing well, though. They put it as the banner. You know who of all people tweeted about the Black Clover movie? Did you see pictures of this?
What's that?
Tim Pool.
Tim Pool did what now?
Tim Pool tweeted about the Black Clover movie. Oh, man. Let me get this.
The political dude that wears a beanie.
Yeah, yep. Tim Pool. Oh, yeah, it did take long to find. One of the top Netflix movies is an anime about a communist revolutionary trying to kill everyone to remake his nation free from oppression. He literally tells the hero that those who oppose him stand in the way of progress. Black Clover, this is the kind of message kids should hear. Work hard and even a peasant can be king. Also, communists are bad.
I knew his comment on whatever it was going to be that you said was going to somehow twist it politically and make it seem like it's the end of the world that people are watching this. I liked Tim Pool when he was on that Joe Rogan special, and he absolutely destroyed Jack Dorsey and his lawyer about Twitter.
Oh, the Twitter lawyer? Yeah.
The Twitter lawyer. That's the first time I ever even heard about the dude. I was like, this guy is just going in, and he knows, like, everything. He's ripping these guys apart on things that I cared about. Then I decided, all right, I'm going to watch this guy, right?
Let me give it a look.
Dude.
Yeah.
I've stopped watching because everything he has to talk about, he does that antic where he'll be talking about a topic, and then he'll turn and look directly at the camera and start screaming at the camera as if whatever topic he happens to bring up is the next thing that's going to end the world.
Yeah, that's what I got tired of is like, no, I'm not trying to be like doomer about it, but like, here's the doom.
Yeah, he's like fear-mongering almost.
But at the same time, like being mealy-mouthed about it, being like, I'm not fear-mongering, but you should be aware.
It sounds kind of like you're fear-mongering.
Don't say you're not doing it, just don't do it.
Yeah. And it's like that with every topic. I'm like, bro, not that big of a deal.
I thought that was an edit for the longest time. I saw it yesterday again, and I was like, you know what? No. I'm going on Tim Pool's fucking Twitter right now, and I'm scrolling till I see this Black Clover tweet, and it was there.
I did that fucking, well, Elon Musk tweets about random shit all the time now, so it's not surprising, but like, before he got all super weird on the internet, when he was more obscure.
Before he got the brain rot.
He shared an Evangelion post.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, that's awesome. You know what I think about all of these big celebs, modern day people like Elon Musk or just anybody in like Elon Musk's position where he was so loved by basically universally everyone for what he was doing, and then he became active on Twitter.
Yep. The brain rot, it gets everybody.
It gets everyone. It's that, or what it really is because you get to know them on way too personal
exposure.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he was just as insufferable to the people that had to deal with him daily.
I don't find that he would be insufferable. I find that they bring up points to be...
Celebrity memes are bad.
They are bad, yeah. I find that everyone in that position, like, they get that they have to try and... What am I thinking
Full
here?
of themselves?
No, the word... They have to be different. They have to stand out. Quirky, yeah. I'm looking at my quirks to see
how quirky I am.
Yeah, and I'm like, just be yourself. Or actually, just don't be on Twitter.
Be your business.
Be a business. Because what he stands for is business. I'm like, okay, you're trying to solve the traffic in LA, which is probably going to go nowhere with the tunnel. Yeah. That's probably not going to happen. But the electric car thing is pretty awesome. Going to put people on Mars. That's pretty awesome. All this.
Get off Twitter. I mean, I know you own it now, but get off of it.
Yeah. For real.
It's bad, man. It gets the Elon posts get worse like every day too. I don't even follow him.
Neither do I. But it's Twitter and he's Elon Musk.
Yeah, so it circulates everywhere.
And it's like, I don't even listen.
I don't see it firsthand. I don't even see shares of his posts. I see posts of what he's posting from someone else.
Yeah, I see his Twitter stuff. Not on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because I'm not on Twitter. So I see it on YouTube and on... Well, I'm never on Facebook either, so I don't
see it on YouTube, thank God. My YouTube algorithm is like ironclad. It's all Asmongold and critical.
Oh, no, mine is just fucking everywhere, dude. I get recommended the craziest things. Because I'm just too...
Diablo 4. Oh, yeah. Shoe on head.
Yes.
Yeah, mine's all consistent. Oh, no. No. Get out of here. Fuck off with your Genshin. It's Tectone's fault. God damn it.
No, mine's pretty bad right now. Because I have... Yeah, I don't know. Just scrolling through here. Anime.
Mine's Ironclad. It's all video
Music.
games. And trash taste.
I haven't listened to that in a while. To be honest with you.
Yeah, to be honest, I've been watching so much Diablo content now. I'm getting like every Diablo creator on my. So maybe it's not as Ironclad. There's a breach in my wall.
Well, not really, because Asmongold is part of that, right?
It is, and so is Quinn. But
is he playing? Because I haven't watched many of his videos recently, but I haven't been getting recommended.
Post 80. I can tell you that.
Because I haven't seen any videos from him about Diablo. Only that one video he reacted to the other dude. Yeah. The level 82. What happens afterwards? Which is why is it level 82 specifically? Does something happen at level 82?
No, he's just talking about like the. Again, it's just a clickbait title in general.
Okay.
He has been doing posts about it though, mostly reacting about the seasonal stuff now because everyone's all up in arms about that. But I can tell you he is playing it. I've been actually watching him on Twitch lately because there's Twitch drops for Diablo.
Yeah.
Nothing too great. Nothing I would recommend downloading Twitch for.
Well, I personally have been playing 16.
Yeah.
Because Final Fantasy. So I'll be back to Diablo, but right now it's just... Dude, this game is fucking fire. Yeah. It's, first off, adult themes everywhere. This is rated M for mature for a fucking reason. You said you watched or listened to his...
Yeah, I've watched a lot of it too, the demo. Yeah. And I downloaded it.
The game or the demo?
Demo. Oh. No. That would have been bought. That would have been bought it.
Yes.
At $70, I'm mentioning the money part.
So, without... I'll give you my whole spoiler-free take on everything. So, with mentioning certain things that you probably have seen in cutscenes, in trailers. So... You said you've seen someone play the demo, or you listened to someone play it and weren't like watching.
A mix. I know. I was like, even the listening, I was listening.
So I'll talk everything that happens in the demo. I'll talk about at least because that's the first hour of gameplay.
So I wasn't paying as much attention to the post time skip, Clive.
Okay, I'll speak pre-time skip then because I think that was the demo.
I was paying a lot of attention to pre-time skip, Clive.
So
especially the end of pre-time skip, Clive.
Yes, when Ifrit versus Phoenix. Yes. And that is just, dude, oh my god, that was so sad to watch because Clive is sitting there screaming to stop, not knowing that it's himself doing it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's Ifrit.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Well, because two is probably a whole thing of you listening and not watching. If you're literally watching it, is plainly obvious because it shows him turn into Ifrit, and then Ifrit's going crazy, and then it shows Clive as if he's watching it in third person. He's seeing Ifrit fight it as if he's looking up at it. So that's a thing, and it is not a quick death.
No, what happened was I'm working while I'm listening to it, so I'm like, and I hear him like screaming for him. I believe his name Joshua.
Yes, Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua. And I'm just like, oh, what the fuck's going on? So I actually rewinded it a little bit too to like, oh,
it's straight up Kratos killing Zeus level of violence, and I'm like, this
Gon is awesome. Killing Neferpito.
And first off, too, I'll have to say. I told my wife this when I was playing it because she was watching a cutscene about it. With no spoilers, the game at a certain point makes you think your character is about to die. I don't know if the character is still potentially going to die or not. I'll be very upset because I really like this character. But she was saying stuff and she was listening to it too. She's like, "Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Like subtle hits here that make it seem like this person's about to die." It's like, you know what I'm most worried about here? Flying axes to people's faces. She's like, what? was like, yeah, it's happened twice.
God damn. Is this Vinland Saga up in
Dude,
here?
the blood and gore in this game is straight up, like...
The language, too.
Yeah, is used...
all over the place.
Everywhere. It's glorious. But no, so just in the demo, too, it just happens. Some dude is standing there talking to Clive and Joshua's dad. Or maybe it was someone else. They're just... Yeah, it was someone else. Clive was there when it happened. Maybe the king was there. Whatever. Some people are talking there, and they're just like talking about what's going to happen, and randomly, dude, a fucking axe comes flying right square in the middle of this dude's face and kills him. It was like, fuck! And then later in the game, there's a character retreating from a fight, and the person, they're like leaning on their shoulder, and they're like, we gotta get out of here, and he's trying to help the person. They're in like this rut, and he's like, you gotta snap out of it, we gotta get out of here. Flying axe to his face. God damn. He's dead. I was like, fuck! Sex is everywhere too. They don't show anything, but there's one character that has slept with 2 different people.
Damn.
And I was like, it's just all over the place.
You bought this hard copy, right?
I did, yes.
Yeah, then I'm not buying it.
Yeah, no, you're not. That's what I was going to mention earlier too.
Thank God I didn't.
I've never hated a character more quicker than I did Clive's mother.
Kate Sith? Come on. That's a pretty good race
Sith
there.
Is an annoying character that I hate. This... My wife was streaming when I was doing it, and I'm sitting next to her with my headphones on, and I couldn't call her a cunt. So I said it out loud. I was like, this bitch. I whispered it because I knew she was streaming. I was like, see you next Tuesday. And she giggles because it... Come to find out, their own mother was the one that betrayed him in the demo.
Again, as someone that only had limited context while I was reading, while I was watching and listening, I still had enough context. I was like, that's your mom, though, right?
I was like, those are your children.
Because she was like walking up, and I was like, John always said he's a good soldier, at least. I was like, yeah, wait, that's your mama.
Yeah. Fucking wild. And I was like, this bitch, I cannot wait to kill her. And listen, that's another thing too, because they don't, like, people go through some traumas in this game, and so there's the female lead in it. She's got a past that she's not proud of, and she dislikes someone in her past, so they're talking about it. And normally in a Final Fantasy game or a game similar with, like, there'd be like, we have to defeat them, or we got to move past this trauma and become a better person. She's just like, I cannot live, or I cannot become a better person until I fucking kill this person. I was like, you go, girl. You go, girl. She's like, I will not. He will die, and I will be the one to do it. We're going to kill this man. Let's go. And I was like, I'm here for you, girl.
I just screamed Thorfinn after that fucking conversation with Leaf, being like, what have I got done? Askeladd's still alive. I haven't done shit.
And it's just the brutality in the game is just so good. And it's not brutal for brutal's sake. It's brutal for realism's sake, too. Yeah. And, like, have you seen anything of the Garuda fight?
No.
There's this one sequence that they show, because you have a dog that's with you, too.
Yes.
He straight up bites her throat off. Oh, and then she throws him off her. And she kind of stutters. And you come up, I think you, like, kick her or something. And then the dog comes back and bites her face. Her whole face. Swings around her head. And then throws her across the arena. I was like,
they better not kill that dog.
Damn. No, he's fucking amazing. He's the
they
best
better not kill that boys. Dog.
He's the best. They better not. But like I said, they're not afraid to kill people.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm sure they will. I'm like 75% sure they're going to kill that dog.
There's been 2 time skips.
Damn.
Yeah. It's just, it's so good, dude. And the gameplay is so good.
Especially coming off of DMC5. That was like the perfect, like,
yeah,
rhythm-wise.
There's 2 gripes. One that's an actual gripe I have with the game, and then 2 others that are just bullshit. There's no sprint button. So when you're in the open world, when you're out of a town, when you run in for a certain amount of time, which is probably like 3 seconds or whatever,
you start auto sprint.
Then your character will do
but
like
then
a dash.
Stop
yeah. But then through town, there's one speed option. And it's not very fast. It's a brisk jog. And I'm like, I kind of just wish I could run faster in a town. And then the other one is the most realistic jump animations ever. This guy's got like a 3-inch vertical.
Oh, God. This is an Elden Ring jump.
No, unless you're in combat, because then you can like jump and then jump off enemies to go higher. But it's not a very aerial game. You're on the ground. And it's just funny. It's not
your
a gripe.
Do pop-ups.
Yeah, it's not a gripe. It's more of just like a hilarious thing. It's like, really? This is my jump? 3 inches off the ground? My only issue that I've had right now, which hasn't been a major issue narratively, in the sense that it hasn't cost the main character anything, it almost has a few times, though, other than the first one. He can't control Ifrit. Like, all dominance is what they're called.
Yeah.
Shiva can just straight turn into Shiva when she wants to. Ramu can. All of them, Titan, Odin, Bahamut.
Yeah.
He can't just control when he turns into the full-size Ifrit or pull the power out when he wants to.
Yeah.
And there's this whole mini story arc about him accepting that he is Ifrit and that he killed Joshua and all of that. And he accepts it, he turns into the Ifrit, and you fight the boss battle that you're currently doing. I'm like, cool, so now we're controlled Ifrit, because then it unlocks Ifrit abilities for you to use.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool, so we got Ifrit unlock. But then the next, 3 times he needs it, it's always an issue with him in the corner, trying to get it out. Oh, it's not working. Oh, I can't do it. And he's kind of like...
I'm constipated.
Yeah, and he gets the headaches, and it's like, and he's screaming, and he can't do it. And I'm like, bitch, just do it. Your person over there's going to die. Just turn it different. Because, again, I'm like always worried at this point. The people I like in the game are going to die. But it's good. I'm fucking digging it.
The only complaints I've heard as far as public reception is all side quests. Some people just don't like the side quests. That's the only thing I've heard, a consistent complaint.
So for side quests, they're like, you'll do story, right? You'll do a story mission. You'll complete that story mission. You'll come back, talk to someone, and then the next task for story will be unlocked. And then there'll be 2 or 3 side quests that unlock right there. Then you can do them. Most of the side quests are just
side quests.
But the side quests,
I don't have it.
Fetch quests. So I don't know what there's really to complain about. What did you expect?
I was happy with Diablo 4's side quests, but that aside, I don't put an expectation on them. Even though I just had good side quests, I'm still not going to put an expectation on side quests. It's so rare that I get good side quests.
So some of the side quests are more like I just did one yesterday where I had to go get a material for someone that's trying to cook something.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, this
I
is
need
for
shrooms.
So as soon as I got the basic layout of what I was going to do, I just skipped the dialogue for the rest of it. I was like, I know what's happening here. It's you just want to cook something. I don't give a fuck. But there are other side quests that expand the lore. They have a specific NPC you can go to and talk to about the events of the world and displays it in a cutscene format for you. Then you can press and hold the D-pad at any point, and it brings up all of the recent people and topics for lore purposes. Someone mentions a new thing about a character or a place. Press and hold the D-pad, it brings it up. That place you can look at. It's all text you can read.
I think it was Asmongold that said it, but he expects that to become the standard now. That's how good it is.
The lore thing?
Yeah, the lore integrated cutscenes and
Yeah, because at any point you could just be like...
It's like having a glossary for your cutscenes.
There's 5 countries, 6 countries, or empires, or whatever you want to call it. World powers in this game. And as you're starting off, they don't start the game off with a synopsis or layout of what each country does. They kind of just throw you in it. So certain things. So for a while at the beginning, I was like, So which empire was the one that invaded me? Which empire do I work for now?
Who's the baddies?
So, and then it's like, there's one that, because one of the 5 is like, they're not even a faction anymore, really. They were like, they had peace deals with an empire or something, so they weren't really anything to. You just need to know that they're a location on the map. They exist there. But the lore stuff, very helpful in understanding what's going on. So, and they have hunt board. I'm super excited. I haven't really. I've done 2 of them. But I don't...
haven't dug in yet?
Yeah, because that's more of like... I view that as... Like, I could do it right now, and like... It doesn't really give me much of anything right now. I mean, yeah, it'll give me some experience and some renowned.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. Which, renowned... It's just literally actually works the same way.
Yeah.
You just... as soon as you get up to...
Region levels...
Well, not even. So every side quest, most side quests give you a little bit towards renowned, and then hunts will give you a little bit. And there's rewards at an NPC that you can collect once you reach 15 max, or 40 max, and then right now my max one will be 300, and the next one literally says reach higher renown to unlock more rewards type deal. So,
quick side note, I just finished my renown.
All of it? Nice.
Yeah.
Glorious. So, we'll see. The hunt board, I've already unlocked one that's an S tier, and I'm like, listen, I'm 29. I ain't fucking with that. I'm just not. It's an S tier. Like, I fought a B tier, and it was a decent fight. It's still A and then S. I was like, I don't think I want to do this right now. I'm good.
This is going to be... quick swerve, but same subject. I'm curious how they're gonna, in the story, gonna get Clive to complete the time loop and kill Joshua again.
I wasn't sure if you knew that Joshua was not dead.
Oh, I thought he is dead, but he'd still have to complete the loop. If he was there and saw himself come and kill Joshua, an older version of himself, he'll have to go and kill Joshua.
There's no older version.
I thought you said he saw himself.
No, so the way the way he was viewing it, because he turned into. So here's the thing: there was somebody else there, but it's not him, because it's himself.
I thought you said he just saw like himself come and do it.
So what happened was, they went to this Phoenix Gate thing to defend a different one of the island empires were potentially invading that they have conflicts with. So him and his brother and his father all went there because they were going to assess the situation, and then they were going to bring the main force to do whatever. The mother betrays him, so the bigger empire, not the Dalmatians, because that's a real thing. Still like the Dalmasca army, but like the judge type country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The legatuses in 14. That empire.
The ones that wear the armors.
They all wear armor, which is probably
the armors.
Yes, but the armors. Yes, I know what you're talking about. But like the big empire. You know what I mean? Every Final Fantasy's got it. That one. She betrays him. They come in. Slit some guards' throats late at night. Shit goes crazy. Everyone wakes up. You're fighting through it. Everything seems like it's going to be good, but some of your own men are traitors. They kill the king. Try and kill Joshua. Joshua freaks out, turns into the Phoenix, starts fucking everybody up because he can't really control it. He gets it under control when Ifrit shows up. But then Clive, who's over here, he was acting as a decoy with a Lord Commander guy so that Joshua and the king could get away to safety. As they were, that's when the king got killed. Joshua goes thing. Clive's way over there. He sees Phoenix because fucking summons are ginormous.
Yeah.
And he's just shooting fireballs everywhere. So he's like, fuck. Rocks falling and splattering people just in piles of blood. He gets hurt Clive gets hurt somehow, and he's trying to get to Joshua. He's like, I need to save him. Then he looks over, and he sees some dude in a hood.
Oh boy, a Final Fantasy staple.
Yes, and he's in the hood, right? And he's just there, and he mouths something, typical thing. You don't know what he says.
Yep.
And then fire comes out of Clive. Clive catches on fire, but it's not burning him. It's like his power is awakening, and he turns into Ifrit. So whoever that was,
shit out of Joshua.
Yeah, whoever that was turned him into Ifrit somehow because he had fire in his hand and did something, and then Clive turned in. But then it seemed when that was going on, because we don't fully know. I think that there's more that's got to happen to it, because then the way Clive was viewing things, the screen was distorted in like the fire red or whatever, and Clive was seeing things.
I did confirm that he's seeing it from that perspective and not just the player.
I don't know, because the way he's talking about it, he's yelling at Ifrit, whoever it is.
Yeah,
it's like, no, who are you? I'll kill you. Stop it. Don't do that.
Yeah, that does sound like he's watching. He's that
because it shows it from a like as if you're on the ground.
Because if you're in first person, you'd say, "Why am I doing this?"
Yes.
Yeah.
So it looked that way, but then in current timeline, Clive has come to the acceptance that he is the one that did it, and he even says it. I just didn't want to admit it all of these years, because the time skip is 13 years.
Yeah.
He kills Joshua, gets picked up and put in the army, and then 13 years later, that's the time skip right away. I was like, fuck. And then there's another 5-year time skip later. Like
Mommy's got to be so confident to be like, yeah, I just betrayed you and your daddy and everybody. But here, you're in my army now.
Yeah, on the front lines. Probably thought he would die because she did.
But yeah.
He's not a known dominant. Because Ifrit isn't one. Nobody knows.
You still would have been better off killing that motherfucker right there.
Yeah, it's going to come to bite her. She's fucking the Emperor right now.
Of course.
Fucking over the Bahamut guy, who you're gonna love, mostly because he's on your side of the field.
Good.
And he's just a G. What that dude in the hood? And we've seen him a few times. But so because it's weird, because it's like. We've seen 2 other people that I thought it would have been him, but then it reveals it's not that guy. But then that guy is still a guy. So I'm just sitting here like...
Bringeth the dude to me.
I already know who's going to be the final boss. Like...
The Emperor?
Nah.
God? It could always be God.
It could be, but it's Ultima. But that's what they're calling him. And I'm going to show you a picture of... See, I don't even think I want to do that.
Xehanort syndrome?
No, but I don't even think I want to do that, because I feel like if I just Google Final Fantasy 16
Yeah,
Ultima,
don't do it.
I'm going to spoil myself.
You're going to get there before I even start the game anyways, and then I'm going to start the game on hard copy, so...
I just wanted to... Because his Ultima's character design, it's his eyes. Because he doesn't have eyelids.
Ew.
But it's like...
Damien Desmond.
It's like a demon, you know what I mean? He's got 4 arms. He floats everywhere. He doesn't walk. He floats.
Oh my god!
He's got gray skin, long white. He's just a badass.
That's Xehanort syndrome.
Like,
that's exactly what Xehanort syndrome.
But also, like, one eye, like the bottom part is like hanging down. He's like zombie-ness, and it's just like, because this. You know how every Final Fantasy does this. You got the main plot of what's going on.
Yeah, you got the main bad guy, and then you got the shadow organization.
Yes. So, like... Well, 7's a bad example of it, because, well, you have the Shinra Corp group.
Yeah, 7 is a bad example of it, yeah.
But, like...
4.
4? Well, 4 is more so, because Golbez is in the forefront. I would say
and then you literally go to the moon
yeah,
to fight the guy who's behind Golbez.
I would say it's more resemblant to 15, where, yeah, the Empire is a big thing, but what's his name? Arden.
Yeah.
You knew from really early, okay, Arden's the real bad guy. And Ultima's the real bad guy, and Arden's tied in with the past king.
You know who I think of most for that syndrome, though. Actually, I think of 12.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you still
12...
fight Vayne at the end, thank God.
Yes.
But there was literally a shadow.
But I think so far 16's doing it. I don't want to say the best, because again, it's not. I am not complete with it.
Yeah.
So I'll save reservations for later. But it's in tandem because he's going around actively avoiding what you would think would be the main plot of the game, which would be all of these different empires. The fact that the main empire ruined overthrew your country, made it a vassal state. Your mom is now fucking that emperor and has a new child with him.
That poor kid.
First off, by the way, straight up leader of the Vale in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And how she treats her son, like 15 years old, still breastfeeding type shit. That's the vibes I get from this new kid. She's always pampering him. Kind of like how she was trying to pamper Joshua at the beginning. But it's like every time you see the two of them together, he's playing with the toy while kneeling down and laying on her lap and just playing with the little toy.
Ew.
Yeah. And I'm like, bro, you look like you're... looks like he's about the age Joshua was in the thing. So it's been 18 years since Joshua died. And he looks like this new kid looks like he's probably 13 to 16 range.
Ugh.
Ish.
Ooh. That's more context to the laying in your mama's lap playing with your toys.
Yeah, I'd say more closer to 13, but...
Even still.
Yeah. Combat's great. One thing I don't like, though, which made... Because you... Again, not real spoiler. You've probably seen anything. You learn icon abilities. So you can use the different... You can only have 3 equipped at once. I was so sad to learn that when I got my 4th one.
For real.
So I took Ramu off the lightning one. Because they all have a special, circle ability. So Ifrit's is a dash towards an opponent. A quick dash.
Yeah.
Garuda's is a pull towards someone. So, which is really good against...
Garuda's Nero and Ifrit's Dante.
Yes.
Continue.
But if you try and do it on Elite, I wish they would do it.
It pulls you to them?
I wish it would do that. It doesn't. It kind of pulls off him, and he does an upward spin, straight vertically up. But if they're way over there, it's easy to miss. You'd have to be close to him. It ties into a lot of other Garuda's other abilities.
Yeah.
You get all of their ultimates as a long cooldown thing. Garuda's is literally just the one I use. Is a tornado, and it just sucks everyone up. And then she has that, so if there's something in there, you can spin up with it into it. Because if you use the tornado and it's got a bunch of random small enemies spinning up there, you can't hit any of them while they're in there because you're on the ground.
Yeah.
But Garuda has another ability that
spin
into the air, and
I've seen that one.
Bring it into the air. But Ramu sucks, and I fucking hate it. It's... You'll remember it because it's very reminiscent to, I think, Dream Drop Distance, where you get the targeter and it locks on numerous times and then shoots things off. But it's way slower.
Oh, it's even worse. I didn't like it in Kingdom Hearts because it's such a jarring break from combat.
Yeah. I don't like it at all. But I like the other two moves. The other two, there's more options. You can only have 2 because they're hotkeyed to triangle and square. R1 triangle, R1 square, or R2 rather. And then you have 4 options that you could put in those 2 slots. But, so I like Ramu's base abilities, not his circle unique. But Titan's circle unique is a block, which you can't block otherwise. It's all evading. Yeah. And if you can perfect block to parry and counterattack.
Nice.
So I'm like, and plus Titan's other 2 abilities, you can charge them up, and there's a small window that if you get it in that the charge window in there, it does more damage. And Titan just does too much damage to not have Titan. And Ifrit is just too. Ifrit and Phoenix share a thing. They're both because it's just fire.
Yeah.
They just also have too much damage, and Garuda is too much utility to get rid of. So it's like, well, Ramuh's got to go.
Bye, Ramuh.
But I can see it based on the skill board because you have your skills, and then you get Phoenix, Garuda, Ramuh, and Titan. I can see that I have room for it looks like 3 or 4 more, but there's only 3 more summon icons that I know of in the game, unless there's going to be one more like secret one, because there's only Odin, Bahamut, and Shiva left. So, but combat's great. It's great.
Dope.
It's a Final Fantasy game. I'm at level 31 right now. I don't know how deep into the game I am. I hope I have plenty more to go. The story, I'm loving it. The world map, I've only explored half of it.
Damn.
So, that's fucking amazing. We'll see how it goes with the rest of the game. And hopefully, a lot of post-game. I have really high hopes for that fucking hunt board. I want to be able to... Because this is the kind of game that I want to be fighting super bosses in with this fighting style, you know what I mean? And classic ones, too. Like, I want it... That's why I've stayed away from the trophy list. Because I don't want to spoil myself. I've stayed away from... Any news I see now... If I even see any flicker of the game, I scroll right past it. I don't want spoilers or anything for it. But, like, I want to fight, you know, all the OG monsters that are in the game. Like, I've already fought, like, one of them's the airman, you know, the flying one-eye thing, and I fought a griffin. But, look, I want to fight a fucking cactuar. I fought bombs. Marlboro. Those are just a normal thing. Marlboro is actually one of the first bosses you fight in the game. In the demo, as pre-time skip Clive. Nice. With 2 knights. And I fought another version of it later. But I want to fight, like, Omega and fucking... Obviously, there's certain other summons or icons you're not going to fight. But that's whatever I want to fight. First off, too, I'm really hopeful. It's probably not going to happen because of the setting of the game. Because the last game didn't do it well. I want to bring Gilgamesh back in his glory. Because I did not like what 15 did with Gilgamesh. They just put his name on a character. I'll show you a picture of him later. He's serious. He's missing an arm. He's a very serious, stoic character. His Gladio's DLC. Ugh. He's in that. He's not the Gilgamesh of any other game. The last game that did Gilgamesh really good is 13-2.
Yes.
Well, 14 does really good Gilgamesh too, but
it's also true.
And 12 did an amazing Gilgamesh. 10 didn't. I don't like 10's Gilgamesh personally. And then was he in 9? I don't think he's in 9. I can't speak for 8 if he is or not in 8. I don't remember. Yeah. I know he's not in 7. And I don't think he's in 6 either. And 5's where he originated in. So, but I love Gilgamesh as a character, so I want to fight him. And this is the perfect game to fight him in because he uses swords. He's this fucking melee fighter, and it's like, let's go. Those fucking interactive fights as Ifrit.
Oh, they look sexy.
They're amazing. Fucking amazing. But yeah, that's 16. I'm sure I'll be talking about it again, so.
I'm sure too.
No doubt about that.
At least another 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'd say like...
or maybe at most would be a better word.
At most, because like by next week, I'll probably have beaten the game, story-wise. And then maybe the week after, I might be able to comment briefly on what's going on post-game. You know.
And overall thoughts.
Yeah. And then that would be basically it. I don't see having much else to talk about past that.
That'll be like probably right before new Diablo Season 1 comes out.
Yes.
Which no official date yet, but they did say January, so... not January, July.
Yeah.
God damn.
And then that's really it. Those two. The only other game, like big game, is Spider-Man for me, but that's not until September.
Yes, I believe so. I looked at that today.
And then Rebirth isn't until early 2024. So
I think Rebirth's the only game I'm like waiting on right now.
You should beat the first one though.
Yeah. Well, again, I plan to soon.
It's so good. I said you just gotta worry about the last 5 minutes of story being like, what are you doing, Nomura?
Yeah.
But
I'll probably be white knuckling my controller for that whole last bit. Get my real grippers going.
Yeah. It's a cutscene though, so
yeah.
At least put the controller down. Don't harm the controller.
Yeah, it's
not
its
the
fault.
Controller's fault.
It's Nomura's fault.
Yes, it's Nomura's fault. Oh, real quick too. 16. Because Yoshi P, our Lord and Savior, Naoki Yoshida, director of 14 and 16, you could definitely see the 14 elements in it. Not so much. My wife had mentioned certain things. Like, oh, that's from 14. I was like, no, it's not. That's from Final Fantasy.
It's from all of them.
It's all of them. But, because, obviously, it's got the staples. But the music, some of the places are just straight places from... I mean, I can't really say that because I've never played Tactics games. Tactics is very large, so there's a lot from that they could take names from. So I don't want to say the names of certain locations are straight out of 14.
And especially since that's its own universe too for Tactics in 12.
Yes. But you know what I mean? It's still a Final Fantasy, so I'm sure some, for instance, the Crystalline conflict is in 14. It's a PvP map. The Crystalline something, I forget what else it is in this. And there's I was just thinking it was something with an N. It's just basically a straight out word replacement. Novrant or something. Novrant, I think. And then some of the music is just rescores with, or certain sections.
Yeah, I know they use some of the primal songs.
Yeah. And then a lot of the abilities other than the main ones, because Diamond Bust for Shiva is the same. It's always been Hellfire, Ifrit,
Revelation, Phoenix.
Yes, and Earth and Upheaval or some Judgment Bolt, and then but with Titan, for example, he's got his Upheaval, but he's also got a move for Earth Shakers 14, and he's got actually, I think it was just well, because he does the serious table flip. Saitama does. He puts his fingers in and flips the whole floor. But anyway, back off that topic. We've mentioned it a few times here on this episode, and we talked about it on a car ride here, but you and your partner basically all but finished season 1 of Vinland Saga.
It's true.
So you guys fucking going ham on that.
Yeah, it's been going hard. Because, for a couple weeks now, too, every once in a while, he'd be like, I need to watch more Vinland Saga. I was really liking Vinland Saga. I'm like, you were? Cool.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So that, the last couple days, we finally had
more
time, awaken around each other. And he's just watch some Vinland?
There you go.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And we just kept watching.
Me and my wife still haven't finished Demon Slayer. I'm behind on every anime this season.
I mean, I'm behind on Hell's Paradise now. Let me put it this way. When we started a couple days ago, we were at the point...
I mean, you guys are still early, right? 5 episodes in? 6? 7?
I wouldn't say 5 or 6. I'd say we were more than that. But we were right at the point... Right before the duel with Thorkill.
Oh, so you weren't... Okay, so you were pretty deep into it. Okay.
Yeah. We were right before that. It was, It's pretty much right when they took Canute. And we're going into Welsh territory is where we picked back up.
Because I was just about to ask which fight with Thorkill.
Yeah, no, second
The
duel.
bridge one or the...
We were perfectly in between those. is where we were when we picked it back up. We
Nice.
just got to Wales. They're in the conflict where the Welsh leader had all the archers on the hill, and they're like negotiating with Askeladd to let them through. Mm-hmm. That's still when they're like, "This baby bird Canute needs to fly." I couldn't believe what Askeladd was like. By the way, since we're all together now, I killed Ragnar. I couldn't fucking believe it. It's like, let me pledge my allegiance. By the way, I killed Ragnar. Here's my sword.
So at the time, because I watched Vinland Saga first, it was whatever. But now that I've seen Vikings and I know more of the names of Vikings, Ragnar is a very prominent Viking name.
Yeah.
Ragnar Lothbrok. He is not worthy of that name. He's a good character for what he did for Canute at the time, but he was holding Canute back, definitely.
He was, but he's giving him a good life at the same time. Yes.
But
Ragnar, and keeping him safe.
Yeah, Ragnar Lothbrok is fucking a Viking.
I was about to say I caved. I did look at a little bit of history, but I stopped because I know it's going to be spoilers.
Some of it, I'm sure, because the problem with Viking history is a lot of it's from the sagas. And the sagas, you can't really tell if they're real or not, because, like, we don't know if Ragnar Lothbrok was a real Viking or not. Yeah. But then there are the ones like Canute is straight up a legit.
He's the one I read a little bit.
King Harold is another one. Harold Finehair. And then there's, because, like, Bjorn, he's the...
Thorkill. They pretty much were like, yep, that's him.
Yeah, and Bjorn is he's the one
Musherman.
Yes, Berserker. Bjorn Ironside is a great character, a very influential character in Norse history. So a lot of those just kind of have names thrown at them, but which is fine. You don't need to be you're focusing on Canute anyway.
And you're also focusing on telling a story.
Yes, and a lot of these Vikings lived, decades apart from each other and died decades apart from each other. So to have them all in your show is one thing, but it was just something I remembered. It was mainly just the Ragnar ones. Like,
Ragnar's jogged that.
Way cooler of a character than what you are, bud.
Yeah, Mr. Egghead.
Yeah. But Askeladd.
So it didn't deserve to get assassinated.
But Askeladd.
Askachad.
Askachad, yes. Askachad the Golden. So good. So good. I can't wait
to see. Probably my favorite. I mean, I really like Thorfinn, though.
Thorfinn's great. You're really going to like him next season when he gets... Because right now he's basically the same.
But I do like him for the fact, like, his character makes sense.
Yeah, his development next.
He's a better Sasuke than Sasuke ever could be. I mean, I gotta give it to the voice actor, too. He sells those fucking screams. When he's alone to himself, after losing to Askeladd again, and Canute's already walked away and everything, he lets out this, like... It's not even like a scream. It's just like a curdling.
No.
Like a curdling cry. It's hard to even describe. It's almost like seething. He's like... Not like screaming, just like
just
falling apart.
Fury in his inadequacies to be able to take the revenge he wants. Fucking Vinland Saga, so good.
So good. I'm sure by next week we'll be done with the season.
Well, yeah, you got 2 more episodes. I think you said
it's the thing we're watching. Like,
yeah. So, and then I'm not sure. I'll probably check tomorrow or today. I don't know if there was an episode today or not. I don't, because last week's episode of Vinland Saga Season 2 could have been a finale type episode, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not, everything else is ending either this week or next week.
To make room for JJK.
Yes, and Bleach and Mushoku Tensei.
Yes.
And Rurouni Kenshin and the typical other seasonal stuff.
5 isekais.
Well, Mushoku Tensei is an isekai, so that's the big one.
We already got one guaranteed.
100%.
Can safely say 2 guaranteed. Because there will be another one.
Oh, 100%. There'll probably be like 3 more.
I'll just be watching Bleach and JJK.
You'd like Mushoku Tensei.
Probably. A lot of shit to watch.
Yeah.
I still have to finish Kaguya-sama now.
Glorious. So good. So good.
I need to catch up on reading Blue Lock.
Yeah, you're behind, huh? Because you were waiting for the Kodansha app to...
And it was like right after a match too, so it was like a perfect spot to put it down for a while. Now I need to actually... They're probably done with the next match now.
Right.
And I have to see Kaiser get stunted on. I fucking hate this motherfucker.
I don't know who Kaiser is.
You don't, but you will also hate him.
Glad to know that there's a man to hate in the future.
There sure is.
Unless, I mean, he might have been introduced in the end of season 1 with those people, no? Because that was a lot of names to throw at me at the last episode of the season.
No, but that will lead in, because that was the pro match, right? Where they fought the 5 pros?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll lead into the next arc, which is just so... No, it'll lead in the arc after that. The next arc's the U20 match. That hasn't happened yet. Finally get some payoff on something in that arc.
Oh?
You get to see Sai play, finally. Rin's brother.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But he's not a striker, so...
He's not. But he's still like 10 leagues above everyone else on that field.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
He's...
You might as well be every position at that point. It's a good fucking match too. But the arc after is like a more long-term arc that I think is really good. And that's where Kaiser will get introduced.
Cool. Cool.
A new friend of me. Teammate into me.
A new person for my ego to devour.
It's true.
Destroy it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got that thrown in my mind. Probably my new favorite page in Blue Lock is just the first time Kaiser gets stunted on fucking in the middle of a match. Sagi kicks a ball away, grabs him by the collar. He says, "How does it feel to be the clown in my story?" And Kaiser even says right there, too, he's like, "You're fucking crazy." He's right in the middle of the match. He kicks it away and just...
I am crazy. What are you gonna do about it?
You underestimate how insane I am.
No, Harvey, don't do it.
My teacher's name is Eco.
Oh, shit. That got approved for a season 2 anime, didn't it?
Yeah, and a movie.
Oh, well.
Already.
I mean, I like movies, but sometimes if it...
The movie's supposed to be for the Nagi side story, which is about his time before Blue Lock.
Okay,
so
good.
it's probably just like a Nagi story.
I don't like when they do like... Because Overlord just did this, so I need to figure out how... I don't think the movie's
it a canon movie?
Yeah, it covers an arc, kind of like what Demon Slayer did.
Oh, no. It's taking over the industry.
But Demon Slayer then made it into the first episodes. I hated it too. But
you want that for Overlord?
No. Overlord won't do that. I know that they won't do it, which is what I'm saying, because it's like, at least if you couldn't get to the theaters to see them. Well, actually, no, because they plastered that on every fucking platform ever. You could watch the Demon Slayer movie after it came, before season 2 came out, so you really didn't have an excuse to where you couldn't see it. Everything had.
It's even worse for readaptating it.
Exactly. So, I don't like when they do that, like canon stuff, like we have a small arc.
This Blue Lock movie, from the sound of it.
That's good. Because I don't want to have to be sitting here like, oh damn, I'm not gonna know what's going on when I see the next episode because I'm missing like a whole chunk.
But that being said, the U20 match would make an awesome movie. Because it is just like literally one match, then another arc.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking match with like big implications, but it's still one match. It's not like this is like another selection. It's an arc for this match, a long-term arc. So they could easily make a movie out of just this.
Right.
But I don't think they are.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say because I obviously haven't read the manga, so I don't know. Sure.
It's true. And if you want to pick it up where the anime leaves off, that's fine. That's fine. There's plenty of Nagi pop-offs after that.
True. I do love Nagi. Especially when he joined with Isagi at the end.
That's why I love the second selection in general, was like...
Because in the first selection, he was just another...
OP.
Another opponent to overcome for Isagi. You know what I mean? First it was Baro. Well, not first, but it was Baro.
Yeah.
Then it was the scruffy hair kid, and then it was...
Nagi.
Someone else in the Nagi or whatever.
They really switch it up, being like, I want to play with you. Fuck yeah, I want to play with you too.
Yeah. It was great. And, yeah, I don't know. It's just...
There's more Nagi.
It's just so good.
There's plenty more Nagi.
Plenty more Nagi.
I'm actually kind of sad because I think the arc I'm about to go... Well, the match I'm about to go into is a Nagi-less match.
Oh, Nagi. Oh.
And I'm pretty sure Bachira is not in it either.
No, Bachira.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Baro and scruffy-haired kid again.
Oh yeah, because they did end up winning the second selection after Isagi was poached by. Well, no, because Bachira is on that team already. So that was
the arc. This is 2 arcs later. I'm talking. These teams have changed dramatically.
Oh.
In fact, I don't think anyone on the Isagi 5 there from the second selection are together. Well, maybe long-haired guy or like muscly guy, but Rin, Bachira, and Isagi are all on different teams right now.
That makes me sad about the Rin and Isagi part because, well, I mean, you're saying you're gonna have 2.
I hate Rin. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
but Bachira,
he's someone to overcome. You know what I mean?
It's true. He is like
He's
an
a good
older Isagi. Is what it looks like.
He's at least he's good at the sport. You know what I mean? So it's something to learn from for Isagi.
I can't wait for you to see the next arc. Oh.
We'll see.
So it means you get to see Rin when he sees his brother.
Yes. Inferiority complex.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I damn near called the U20 match a Rin character assassination. I don't know how they're still Rin fans. I see them on Twitter still. I didn't like them before that, but I definitely don't like them
super
after.
prideful, but then just everything gets shattered in the U20.
Yeah, and he gets weird with it. He gets a little weird with it.
Gross.
He has a Baro villain arc with it. Little character. At first he's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna overcome my brother. You're not gonna overcome your brother.
Not yet, but
No.
Not ever, not yet.
Not yet. I think Rin could. I'm still a Rin hater, but I think he could. He definitely didn't there.
No, he's too soon.
Sai fucking stunted on his ass. I just want more Sai now. Because it's just that now Sai's not
around anymore.
No.
He bounced.
Everyone else introduced to that arc is still around, but Sai's just like, alright, time to go back to my 6 to 7 figure paycheck in my career.
Bye, bitches.
Bye. You were interesting.
So, reading any more Sakamoto days or anything?
Nope. Again, I've been pausing on the Sakamoto days, hoping you'll meet me here. Wait,
Maybe someday.
I did read more Doro Hedoro, though.
Yeah, you said you read another whole volume.
Fire. These last 2 volumes.
Every time anyone ever says the word fire in any context, I always think about that guy from Fire Force when he's getting frozen. And he's just like, fire!
I'm sorry. I just love the dichotomy of that guy in Fire Force as he got frozen.
Yes. By a dude with fire powers that somehow makes ice.
I think it's the Tuba Man.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is.
They give an explanation for him too, and I just don't remember. But they don't give an explanation for Whistle Guy who can buff his teammates, and that made me angry. I'm like, tell me how this works.
Say maybe it just like kind of warms the body or something, helps blood circulation or something.
But they'll give me how Tuba Guy can freeze fire.
Guess pick your battle, I guess.
It's a weird battle to pick.
I need to finish that fucking season 2 of that anime. I still haven't.
Oh, Fire Force, yes. Yes. I don't know how I had that much of a brain fart. But yeah, season 2 is good. There's a character in it that really pisses me off. I would love to talk about them.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Probably. Well, is it the new... I didn't like the girl that got the new same power as Shinra. That girl's just a fucking bitch.
I hate her so fucking much.
I saw up to where because Shinra tried to save her, and she's like, I don't want to save it, and she just left with the group.
So, it only goes worse from there too. But that was really like that point where, because I believe she betrays her friends in that moment too, like kills them.
Yeah, pretty sure.
That was the moment that started it, but I hate her. It doesn't get any better for her.
I hope she dies.
I haven't seen it, I don't think.
Damn.
My memory's a little hazy of where season 2 chose to end.
Damn.
Have you seen Shinra Fight Show? Was that season 1?
I saw a confrontation where he goes, like, Shinra goes super fast.
Yeah, that's probably it, yeah. So that's not...
Speaking of, by the way, we talked about power scaling and shit like that, and light speed and all that. This is one that you could say because he's accelerating faster than...
Yeah, his literal... They literally show his molecules and talk about his molecules separating.
And turning into photons and energy and then reforming at the end, other side.
This time we can safely say, yeah, that one's the speed of light.
Yes. That one there.
Just you.
Ugh.
Doro.
I can't even... something about it that just doesn't grip me.
It's a little quirky, random quirky. But now that they're like touching on the actual mysteries and questions from it, now I'm like, okay. Why did the anime stop where it did? Because like this is the meat and fucking potatoes. Like I'm getting
the meat and potatoes.
I'm getting Nikaido's whole backstory now. I'm getting gigantic, not just foreshadowing, not just showing it. It's all but answered who Cayman is now. Like in the story, like it's showed a silhouette of the person. Like Nikaido mistakes him for who he actually is. Like she sees it as like, oh, he looks like a human there. He's like, oh hey, I'm just eating, and it's like, you're that person. Like it's all but said who he is now, and it's just like, it's juicy. But I gotta leave that off the table in case you do start reading it. Because I mean, I own the physicals too. I could literally just be like, here.
Yeah. So at least.
But
man, I just
I will
feel
say
like
it
I
does
have no
take a
time
while
for
to get
anything
good.
anymore. Because I'm 11, 16, and I hope till it lasts. But I'm also excited almost to finish it. And the fact that then, because Diablo will be past, I mean, I'll be able to play Diablo again.
But that's also a game you could pick up for like 2 hours and put it down and be like, I had a good time.
Yes.
I did 10 nightmare dungeons in that time.
And then I can just because then I have literally the only game I'll be keeping up with is 14. But that's another thing. I can play that like 3 days a week.
For, quick sessions, keeps you up.
Or I could do it late at night, like later at night, where I can do or something, and then just start catching up on some of the reading I'm behind, and maybe even some of the watching that I'm behind too.
I'd much rather you catch up to me in Sakamoto Days right now than start Dorohedoro.
Well, I mean, honestly, Sakamoto Days interests me more than Dorohedoro anyway, so I would have if I had to choose between the two, that would be the one. But I I need to get rid of some of my internet tabs too. And
I will say Dorohedoro, though, the violence is amazing. That's the part where I'm like, you'd like
bet.
that. Because, like, Nikaido gets, like, strung up in some string. She just fucking takes it off, decapitates a guy with it, busts in another guy's face, like, caves it in with her knee, and then splits another two guys' skulls open with her legs.
it's funny because the first thing that I plan to finish reading will be the exact opposite of that, and instead dealing with
Pun pun?
depression. Yeah, pun pun.
So, yeah, I'm on chapter 13 of Sakamoto.
That's not far.
No. So read the first 12, and then we could be like, we'll read this much a week and talk about it on our show.
We could do that, yeah. Or attempt to do that. But again, I need to...
We'll probably be pretty on it, but even if we mess up a week, it's fine.
What content for you guys?
Well, honestly, once you start, though, it's going to be like, man, I can only read 5 a week. It's really fucking good.
Oh, that's what... Oh, yeah, I did. Actually, I did recently. We did finish that and talk about it, but we used to do that with Promised Neverland, and there were times that I wanted to keep reading that.
It's a really tight race for some of the best action I've ever seen in manga. Like, Sakamoto Days just does action really fucking good.
It just takes the cake.
John Wick manga.
I'm glad they're done with those John Wick movies. I mean...
Yeah, if they are.
Well, I'm pretty sure he died in the last one.
John Wick 5 Resurrection.
Oh, Jesus.
Let sleeping dogs lay.
Were you... I think you mentioned this last week, but were you trying to read 20th Century Boys hard copy? Or
Yeah, I have the first Vizbig.
I was just curious.
I'm not gonna start reading it until I finish the first Vagabond Vizbig, and B, I own the second 20th Century Boys Vizbig, because I don't want to finish it and then have to wait for the second volume. Those are my goals. I'm more than halfway through the Vagabond Vizbig, so... But that thing's fucking huge. Every time I look at it, I'm like,
The Vagabond one?
Yeah, then I look at my, 3 smaller volumes of Dorohedoro, and I'm like, I'm just going to crank out a Dorohedoro.
It's a nice colored image of some of the Gojo Sukuna stuff.
I follow so many artists on Twitter. I get some real good ones, too.
So detailed.
Some of those look like the person I'm thinking of.
Masked Sane is who this is. I was just going through our our Twitter, seeing if anyone puts up any.
See if any of my posts show up.
Any recent topics come up to kind of because unfortunately we've had a lull of chapters again. But
oh my god,
what?
A coloration of Kojiro Sasaki from Record of Ragnarok.
Oh, nice.
Fucking stunning.
I don't know why, but I've been seeing Record of Ragnarok in my sphere.
Oh man, maybe it's popping off right now.
And I'm like, what is going on? I thought people hated this. What is happening?
I need to see what's going on in the manga, then. That might be a sign.
Well, it was all anime related, so...
Garbage.
Is season 2 that good? Because I know season 2 wasn't... season 1 wasn't. I know. Again, no, I just can't wait for Bleach to come back. And JJK.
JJK is going to be fire.
I really, really hope that they get to Shibuya, man. I love the Heavenly Inventory arc, but Shibuya is just...
Yeah, I almost wouldn't have minded if they, went as far as cutting content just to fit Shibuya. Cutting heavenly hidden inventory content. Oh, right when I found a good picture of him, too. God damn it.
What's that?
There's a picture of Gojo.
Oh. To showcase artwork.
No, because I follow a lot of artists.
Yeah, why not?
fucking beasting out.
Got that one eye half closed, all cut up.
It's usually sexy pictures of Nanami and Gojo.
Nanami!
And Yoru, apparently.
Yes.
I had to go with... Man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. Last week you were throwing shade at him with all those scars, but...
I know, I'm sad he has them, though. I am.
Listen.
It's sad.
Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart right now. Maki looks good with her scars, yeah.
That's
People
true.
look good with scars, man. People look good with scars. I don't think he looks bad. I think he looks more badass, if anything.
Oh, shit. A nice shot of Ren Isaki.
That's a blue lock?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild.
Ugh. That's a bunch of Genshin art. Ugh.
I've been seeing memes about that too, and
Because of Honkai Star Rail.
no, in the sense that because Genshin Impact's getting an anime,
Oh.
or is rumored it's getting an anime or something, but
Oh.
it's a lot of money that they got behind that, though.
It's like, oh. It's like anyone who cares is already playing it.
True.
I mean, that's all guaranteed viewers, but it doesn't need to exist. I'm not watching that. On principle alone, because I just don't like Genshin.
I never got into it, so I don't really know much about it. But I saw it on Reddit. Someone was saying something about like it would be the most visually best anime ever, because they're strong.
They're so fucking.
It's so popular now to throw shade at Demon Slayer. So
Genshin
that's
fans
what they're doing.
are just so fucking high on themselves, though.
Are they?
They really are.
I think it's the best thing
See
since
so
Sliced
many,
Bread.
yeah, so many people like hyping up the game and shit, talking about how incredible it is. I fucking quit that shit so fast.
Isn't it just microtransactions on top of microtransactions?
Yeah, it's a gacha game. Like,
Yeah.
it's Fate, but it's a 3D adventure game.
I liked playing that Fate game,
I did too.
but it becomes clear pretty quickly that you need to put money in it if you want to get anywhere.
I hate having 9 currencies of like upgrade materials and pull currencies. I just hate gacha games so much.
There was a Bleach one that I was playing for a little bit, I think. If I remember way back in the day.
I'd even quit Genshin for that, though. I quit Genshin because the story just sucked ass right out the gate to me. And everyone's always like, Genshin has a great story. No.
No.
I mean, it could get better, sure. I quit it in like 20 minutes, but that first opening cutscene was enough to unsell me. It was
bad?
Bad. I was insulted. Again, I'm having a campfire conversation of someone telling me my own backstory, when in context, these two characters have known each other for 3 months already. Why are you telling me my backstory around a campfire? It makes no narrative sense at all. Right out the fucking gate. I get you're just making an excuse to exposit my backstory to me because you don't have a natural way of showing me, I guess. You can't show me falling from the sky and meeting this girl and then flash forward. No, we're having a campfire talk about my entire past.
Is it the girl you met while falling?
Yeah.
Why not
But 3 months later.
Why not just have you land together?
Why not make that the gameplay?
Yeah.
Why couldn't I live this part? Like, it's showing me all this as a cutscene, and then it cuts to where we are at the campfire. She's like, and then that's when I met you.
Oh, Jesus
It's been 3 months. I was shell-shocked. And then I played a little bit, and I was like, no, this is garbage. I'm all set. I'm not sorry, Genshin fans.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Not even. Not even enough to fake it.
Fake it before you make it. But nope. Not this time.
No, I'd rather not make it.
So, super off topic because I just saw something about it, but Persona 3 is the one that's currently being remade?
Yeah.
And that's the one that was super popular anyway, right?
Yeah.
The one that everyone loves.
Blue-haired protagonist. Blow your brains out. Persona comes out.
Because
It's the blue Persona.
Yes.
Not the yellow or red one.
I think I told you about this, but I forgot.
Confirmed Tactica's coming on Switch. I mean,
Nice.
I'm pretty sure they're both confirmed for PlayStation now, too. So.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Persona 5 Tactica, right?
Yeah.
Because we were talking
At the
about
very
that,
least, it's coming out on Switch. It was on the Switch Nintendo Direct.
Oh, okay. This is the update one, because I was like, there's no way this game looks that good back when it released. This is Persona 3. Persona... Because there's a version... I think there's a version of it you can get.
Yes. I saw it on the PlayStation Store today, actually. Persona 3 Portable.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, because I saw one. He was talking to this random NPC.
So, yeah, I remember that game came out like 1.5 decades ago now.
No, it's PS2.
Yeah.
But I was looking...
So is Persona 4.
Is also... Wow.
Yeah.
Between Persona 4 and 5 has been that long?
Yeah.
That's wild.
They did like a re-update version of Persona 4 Golden, but I'm pretty sure that came out on like Vita.
Yeah, because I was seeing something and it was just super blocky, and I was just like, oh my god, I was gonna download this, but I think I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, you should just wait for the remake.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna just get the remake, because...
I think you could...
Fuck that noise.
Because you're not like crazy needing the graphics. I think you could get through Persona 4.
Yeah, I just...
Golden?
Yeah, I just looked up Golden now, and...
I think you would be able to get through that.
Yeah,
They're a little chibi, but...
Yeah, bad. A little bit, but... Because I'm looking at it at the moment, the in-game stuff, and it's really not that bad.
I hear great things about the characters. Like, it was still well-loved.
Persona 5 will always be my bae.
Oh, yeah.
I will consume it. Like...
So you're going to get the Tactics game?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I kind of want the fucking... the mobile game too. But I know it's going to be a problem, so
yeah.
I guess probably just stay away.
I only have one mobile game love now. Marvel Snap.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
By the way, too, before I forget, this is Gilgamesh in 15.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Totally not what you would expect from
No.
Gilgamesh. I mean, he's cool and all. He was a cool character. I just wish he wasn't called Gilgamesh.
You just wish he was actually Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
Because he's not. That's
He's
not.
Like,
you put his name on it.
I have no problem with this character being that. I have the problem with this character being called Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
You're labeling him
Arbitrarily.
because the thing
Because
with
he's just not.
Gilgamesh is it's been stated too that it's the same dude every
Yeah.
time you meet him, and I'm like, that is not the
That is
same
not.
dude.
He's like 1/3 of the size. Like, I hate the big bone argument,
And
but that man was
1/6
big boned.
the arm.
Yeah. Brutal.
And none of the jokes super serious.
Yeah, I could tell right from his character he would be. He's like a fucking Destiny villain.
Ooh,
Oh, how's Lorath?
I kind of wish I played 16 before Diablo because
You might have liked Lorath more?
maybe, but it's more because I can't see Sid as Sid. I just see Lorath.
Just Lorath.
He's just Lorath. It's literally verbatim. He is a younger Lorath.
What a
Even
lucky
personality.
VA. He got 2 banger rolls.
Yeah, 2. Well, the dude that plays Clive, I swear I know his voice. I looked him up, though, and he's got one other role, like, 6 years ago in a video game. And I'm like, cool, awesome, dude.
Dope.
I'm loving your voice, but it sounds so familiar, and I can't place where I think it's from. It's obviously not from anything, because I looked up his
That was
sister.
me for Sugimoto from Golden Kamuy, but he's gotten so much work since Golden Kamuy started that I can't even say that anymore.
Yeah. But he's literally, even personality-wise, I'm like, this is just a young Lorath. That's all it is.
Hey, you could connect 16 to Diablo 4 and you're in a headcanon now.
I had a dream the day after I was playing it that in my dream Sid was there, but I wasn't calling him Sid. I was calling him Lorath.
That's amazing. I love that. Come on, Laura. Yes. We must go.
It's like
we must go to Chaldeum. It's Clive. Who fight dual Mephistos.
That'd be wild.
And then it's just the Lone Wanderer from Diablo, the player character, standing in front of Ultima.
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm gonna fucking risk it for the biscuit.
Don't do it.
We're good.
Dope.
That's Ultima.
Oh yeah, wow. Ew.
Yeah, right? He just screams grossness and screams final boss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For shizzle. Take a picture of it. Oh yeah, there's a fun theory someone put on Twitter.
What's that?
About how Yuji can switch bodies now, sort of thing.
Yeah.
They had the amazing idea that if he goes to maybe switch into Megumi's body, maybe that'll push Sukuna back into his own body.
Maybe.
And maybe that's the play. Imagine that though. They do that and they fucking off Sukuna, and Yuji's future is now his Megumi's like inner voice.
Now he's Megumi's Sukuna. Just Yuji's mouth pops out of the cheek.
Yeah.
Fuchikaro!
What you doing? What are you checking off by?
Gojo Sensei!
I'm here!
He's flirting with girls.
With girls!
I still love
It really
that
will.
skit.
It'll still truly be a boys' love manga if they're stuck in the same body. A tragic boys' love manga. I also still love that skit too, though. It's for real? For real. No, it's serious? It's that serious.
Come to learn the violin. Get away from him, you homewreckers. Today you will master Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Fucking...
The last happy moment we had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking comedy gold. Best thing too is he's like, Formation B. And which means they have practiced
Planned.
this. Yes. Oh shit. Well, I think this is...
Yeah, I think I'm on empty.
I'm on empty too. So that's about all we got this week.
Unless I want to bring up the whole shoe is better than Wu debate again. I could always go for more of that. Could always keep spin facts.
Nah.
It's easy.
Spin hate. We do need to get back and playing some of these. This stack of PS2 games is looking lonely right here.
Yeah, I really want to do Battle of Chibi again.
Oh, we got plenty of battles to do in that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's episode 21.
Of the Dukes
Of Weebdom.
of Weebdom. It's been nice. Been fun. We'll see you next week, and maybe I'll beat 16, and we'll have some kind of review there.
I won't have
Spoiler
beaten
free.
Uber Lilith by then.
No, fuck that noise.
That'll be another, 2 months. You know what? One more thing. It's been going around Twitter a lot. Enough that I think they're going to be changing it already. Did you know, based on the amount of experience points in Diablo 4, 85 is halfway?
Gross.
Is that fucking terrible?
I kind of had a feeling, though, with how
much it slowed down?
Yeah. Level-wise, 85 is the
Halfway. But the devs have already said they're going to be tweaking with experience now.
Well, hopefully more than that.
Fucking better be. That's insane. I put 135 hours in this game.
Oh, wow. Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw that today.
I don't even know my count, but...
And I don't leave it idle that often, because, I play upstairs now. I'm not in, where I sleep. I'm sitting in a chair. So I don't just leave it on ever. So that's, mostly gameplay time. Granted, 4 characters.
16 doesn't tell me how many hours I'm into it. It tells me what time it was, military time-wise, when I saved. And I saved late
That's
at
on the
night.
main menu, though. I mean, on the PlayStation menu.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. But I mean, in-game, because, on save files, normally it tells you how many hours into it you are.
Yeah.
16 doesn't tell me, and it said that it was... Because I logged out at, 11 o'clock was when I saved.
So you logged out at 2300?
Yeah. And it was like the second day, I was like, there's a 0% chance I've put 23 hours into this game already. I'm at max, like, 11. If that.
I know it's not minutes.
So I was uber confused, but...
Yeah.
But alright, guys. We'll see you next week. Dukes of Weebdom.
Weebdom!
Out.